Most people believe soaking chia seeds is one of the easiest health habits in the world. Just add water, wait a few minutes, drink it, and you're done. But according to longevity experts, and especially doctors who study aging, this simple habit is where over 90% of people get it wrong, particularly adults over 50 who use chia seeds for digestion, energy, or weight control. If you've ever said, I drink chia water every morning, but I still feel bloated, or I added chia seeds, but I don't feel any real benefit, you are not alone. And here's the surprising truth. It's not the chia seeds causing the problem. It's one small mistake in how they're soaked, prepared, or stored, often without you even realizing it. In traditional longevity cultures, especially in Japan, seeds like chia were never treated casually. They were rinsed, soaked with intention, and consumed at the right time to support digestion and circulation. Today, many people rush the process, use the wrong liquid, skip critical steps, or store soaked chia incorrectly. Mistakes that can quietly cancel out omega-3 benefits, reduce fiber absorption, and even worsen bloating and aging digestive systems. In this video, we're going to walk you through the 5 most common mistakes people make when soaking chia seeds, explain why these mistakes affect older bodies more strongly, and show you exactly how to prepare chia seeds the right way so they truly support digestion, hydration, and metabolic health. Stay with us until the end, because we'll also share a simple adjustment you can try for just a few days that many people say made a noticeable difference almost immediately. If you've ever used chia seeds or plan to, this information could completely change how your body responds to them. Part 1. Why chia seeds require proper preparation after 50. Before we talk about what people are doing wrong with chia seeds, it's important to understand why age changes the way your body reacts to them. Chia seeds are not a neutral food. They are biologically active, meaning they interact directly with digestion, hydration, and inflammation, systems that naturally shift as we get older. After age 50, digestion slows, stomach acid levels often decline, and enzymes responsible for breaking down fiber and fats become less efficient. Chia seeds are extremely high in soluble fiber, which forms a gel when properly hydrated. When this gel forms correctly, it cushions the gut lining, feeds beneficial bacteria, and slows sugar absorption. But when chia seeds are under-soaked or poorly prepared, that same fiber can swell inside the digestive tract, pulling water from the intestines and triggering bloating, heaviness, or even constipation. Hydration efficiency also declines with age. Older bodies don't retain or distribute water as effectively as they once did. Chia seeds absorb up to 10 to 12 times their weight in liquid, and if they are not fully hydrated before consumption, they draw that fluid from the body instead. This can quietly worsen dehydration, strain digestion, and increase discomfort, especially for adults who already struggle to drink enough water daily. The gut lining itself becomes more sensitive over time. Years of inflammation, medications, and dietary stress can thin the protective mucosal barrier. Properly soaked chia seeds create a soothing, gel-like mucilage that protects this lining. Improperly soaked seeds, however, behave like tiny abrasive sponges, irritating the gut wall and interfering with nutrient absorption rather than supporting it. Then there's the issue of fats. Chia seeds are one of the richest plant sources of omega-3 fatty acids, but these fats are extremely fragile. As we age, our antioxidant defenses weaken, making omega 3s more vulnerable to oxidation. Poor soaking methods, exposure to air, heat, or long storage can turn these beneficial fats into inflammatory compounds, the exact opposite of what most people are trying to achieve. Finally, fiber tolerance narrows after 50. What once felt energizing can suddenly feel overwhelming. The difference isn't the food, it's the preparation. When chia seeds are treated correctly, they become gentle, supportive, and deeply nourishing. When they're rushed or mishandled, they can quietly irritate digestion and undermine the very health goals you are aiming for. Mistake number 1. Not soaking long enough or not soaking at all. This is by far the most common and most damaging mistake people make with chia seeds, especially after age 50. Many people sprinkle dried chia seeds directly onto yogurt, oatmeal, or toss them into a smoothie and drink it immediately. It feels convenient, harmless, even healthy. But biologically, this is where problems begin. Chia seeds are designed to absorb liquid slowly. When they come into contact with water, they form a gel-like coating called mucilage, which is what makes them so powerful for digestion, blood sugar balance, and satiety. However, this process does not happen instantly. It takes time, real time, at least 20 to 30 minutes, and ideally longer, for the seeds to fully hydrate and form that protective gel. When chia seeds are eaten dry or only partially soaked, they don't magically stop absorbing liquid once they enter your body. Instead, they continue swelling inside the digestive tract, pulling water from the stomach and intestines. For adults over 50, this can lead to bloating, abdominal pressure, heaviness, constipation, or a feeling that food just sits in the gut. In more sensitive individuals, under-soaked chia can even irritate the gut lining or slow digestion further. From a physiological standpoint, this is especially risky as we age. Stomach acid is often lower, gut motility is slower, and hydration reserves are more fragile. Sending dry, absorbent seeds into that environment is like placing tiny sponges where they don't belong. Instead of soothing digestion, they compete with your body for water and disrupt normal digestive flow. There's also a safety concern many people don't realize. Because chia seeds expand so dramatically, consuming them dry, especially with minimal fluid, has been associated with choking or esophageal blockage in rare cases. This risk is higher in older adults who may already have reduced swallowing reflexes or dry mouth. The solution is simple, but it requires patience. Chia seeds should always be fully soaked before consumption. A good rule of thumb is 1 teaspoon of chia seeds to 6 to 10 tablespoons of water, soaked for at least 30 minutes. For optimal digestion and comfort, especially after 50, soaking for 1 to 2 hours or overnight is even better. When properly prepared, chia seeds become soft, slippery, and gentle on the digestive system, delivering hydration, fiber, and omega-3 3S without strain. This single step, giving chia seeds enough time to hydrate fully, often makes the difference between I drink chia water every morning, but I still feel bloated, and chia helps my digestion. And for aging bodies, that difference matters more than ever. Mistake number 2, using the wrong liquid, especially cold or chlorinated water. The second mistake is far more subtle, yet it quietly undermines nearly all the benefits people expect from chia seeds. Many adults soak chia seeds using cold water straight from the refrigerator, untreated tap water, or even sparkling mineral water, assuming liquid is liquid. But for chia seeds, the type and temperature of the liquid matter deeply, especially after age 50. Chia seeds are biologically responsive. Their outer layer contains enzymes and soluble fibers that activate only under the right conditions. When chia is soaked in very cold water, the hydration process slows dramatically. The seeds may appear swollen on the outside, but internally they remain only partially activated. This incomplete hydration means the mucilage gel forms unevenly, making the chia harder to digest and less effective for blood sugar balance and gut comfort. Chlorinated tap water introduces another problem. Chlorine is designed to kill bacteria, but it also disrupts delicate plant compounds. The mucilage layer of chia seeds is sensitive, and exposure to chlorinated water can weaken or destabilize the gel formation. The result is chia that looks soaked but fails to deliver the smooth, soothing texture your digestive system needs. For older adults with more sensitive gut linings, this can translate into irritation, bloating, or poor nutrient absorption. Temperature plays an equally important role from a physiological perspective. Warm, not hot, water helps wake up the chia seed. Slightly warm water, around 40 to 50 degrees Celsius, warm to the touch, supports enzyme activation and allows the seed to hydrate evenly and gently. This mimics how seeds would naturally absorb moisture in the body rather than shocking them with cold temperatures that slow biological processes. There's also an absorption issue many people overlook. Omega-3 fatty acids, the very reason many seniors consume chia, are delicate. Improper hydration caused by cold or chemically treated water can reduce how effectively these fats are released and absorbed. Instead of nourishing the brain, joints, and heart, poorly prepared chia may pass through the digestive tract underutilized. The fix is simple but powerful. Always soak chia seeds in clean filtered water, ideally warmed slightly, not boiling, just comfortably warm. Avoid sparkling water, heavily mineralized bottled water, and cold fridge water. Still, mineral water is acceptable if it's low in sodium and non-carbonated. When chia seeds hydrate in the right liquid, they form a smooth, stable gel that the body can actually use rather than struggle with. This may seem like a small detail, but after 50 small details determine whether food supports healing or quietly creates stress in the body. Mistake number 3. Skipping the rinse. Sending hidden irritants straight into your gut. Mistake number 3 is one of the most overlooked steps Yet it has a surprisingly strong impact on digestion, especially after 50. Most people scoop chia seeds straight from the bag into water and assume they're clean. They look tiny, dry, and harmless. But chia seeds are agricultural products, and their size actually makes them more likely to carry fine dust, husk fragments, and microscopic residues from processing and storage. As we age, the digestive system becomes less forgiving. Stomach acid is often lower, gut motility slows, and the intestinal lining becomes more sensitive. That means small irritants that once passed unnoticed can now trigger bloating, heaviness, or vague digestive discomfort. When unrinsed chia seeds are soaked, those residues disperse into the gel and go straight into your digestive tract day after day. Over time, this can quietly contribute to irritation rather than healing. There's also a quality issue many people don't recognize. Chia seeds that have been stored for long periods can accumulate stale surface oils or fine oxidized particles. When soaked without rinsing, the water may turn cloudy or develop a faint odor. This isn't always dramatic, but it's a sign the outer surface isn't as clean or fresh as it should be. For older adults, using chia daily for digestion, blood sugar balance, or cholesterol support, this matters. Rinsing does more than remove debris. It actually improves hydration. When chia seeds are briefly rinsed, the outer mucilage layer becomes primed to absorb water more evenly. The gel forms smoother, clearer, and easier to digest. Many people who don't tolerate chia well are actually reacting to poor preparation, not the seed itself. The correct method is simple and quick. Place your chia seeds in a fine mesh strainer. Rinse under clean running water for about 20 to 30 seconds and gently stir them with a spoon or your fingers. Let them drain briefly, then transfer them to a clean glass container for soaking. This small step takes less than a minute, but it dramatically improves how your body receives chia, especially if you're over 50 and using it regularly. Mistake number 4. Soaking chia seeds directly in milk, sweeteners, or fat-based liquids. Mistake number 4 is extremely common, especially among health-conscious adults. Making overnight chia pudding or ready-to-go breakfast jars. It feels logical. Why not soak chia seeds directly in almond milk, oat milk, dairy milk, or add honey and nut butter right away? Unfortunately, this convenient shortcut quietly blocks many of the benefits people over 50 are trying to get from chia seeds in the first place. Chia seeds are hydrophilic, meaning they are designed to absorb water first. That initial contact with plain water is what activates the mucilage, the gel-forming soluble fiber that protects the gut lining, slows glucose absorption, and supports fullness. When you introduce fats, proteins, or sugars too early, those compounds coat the outer shell of the seed. This creates a barrier that prevents water from penetrating evenly. The result is uneven swelling, partially hydrated seeds, and a weak or unstable gel. For younger digestion, this may go unnoticed, but after 50, digestion slows and enzyme production declines. Partially soaked chia becomes harder to process, increasing the likelihood of bloating, heaviness, or delayed gastric emptying. Many people who say chia sits in their stomach or causes discomfort are unknowingly making this exact mistake. The fiber hasn't activated properly. So instead of soothing the gut, it becomes a digestive burden. There's also a metabolic issue at play. Adding sugars or sweeteners at the soaking stage increases oxidative stress at the exact moment chia is meant to release its antioxidants and omega-3 fats. Chia seeds are rich in alpha-linolenic acid, ALA, a delicate omega-3 that is sensitive to oxidation. When hydration is disrupted, absorption drops and the anti-inflammatory benefit is reduced. In simple terms, you are cancelling out the very compounds that support heart, joint, and brain health as we age. The fix is simple but powerful. Always soak chia seeds first in clean, plain water, ideally warm or room temperature filtered water for at least 30 minutes, and preferably longer. Once the gel has fully formed, then you can add milk, yogurt, berries, cinnamon, or a small amount of honey. At that point, the nutrients are already bioavailable and protected. Think of water soaking as the activation phase. Milk and flavorings come later. Mistake number 5. Storing soaked chia seeds too long or improperly. Mistake number 5 is one of the most overlooked, and for adults over 50, one of the most problematic. Many people assume that once chia seeds are soaked, they can be stored for days without issue. A jar in the fridge, a bottle on the counter, scooping a little each morning, it feels efficient and harmless. In reality, this habit quietly turns a healing food into a source of inflammation and digestive stress. Once chia seeds absorb water and form their gel, they become highly perishable. That gel is rich in omega-3 fats, soluble fiber, and plant proteins, all nutrients that are beneficial but also extremely sensitive to air, light, and time. Omega-3 fats in particular oxidize quickly once hydrated. When oxidation begins, these fats lose their anti-inflammatory properties and can actually promote low-grade inflammation instead. For someone over 50, this matters more than ever. The aging gut is less resilient. Liver detox pathways work harder. The immune system responds more slowly to bacterial exposure. So even mild spoilage, often invisible to the eye, can trigger bloating, fatigue, joint stiffness, or a vague sense that something feels off after consuming chia. The early warning signs are subtle. A faint sour or fermented smell. A texture that becomes overly slimy instead of smooth. Slight discoloration from translucent gray to yellowish or brownish tones. Many people ignore these changes because the chia looks fine, but biologically it's already breaking down. Another common mistake is leaving soaked chia at room temperature for convenience. Even a few hours on the counter accelerates bacterial growth. The correct approach is simple and protective. Always store soaked chia seeds in a clean, airtight glass container, not plastic, and keep it refrigerated. Use it within 48 hours, ideally sooner. Beyond 2 days, the nutritional quality declines sharply even if there's no obvious spoilage. If you don't plan to use it quickly, soak smaller batches instead. Before consuming, always smell and inspect the gel. Fresh chia should have a neutral, clean scent and a uniform jelly-like texture. If anything seems sour, watery, or uneven, discard it. Part 3. The gold standard. How to soak chia seeds correctly. Now that we've uncovered the mistakes, let's bring everything together. This is the method we recommend for adults over 50. The simplest, safest, and most effective way to prepare chia seeds so they support digestion, circulation, and energy instead of stressing the body. This isn't about trends or shortcuts. It's about respecting how chia behaves inside an aging system. Step 1. Measure correctly. Use 1 tablespoon of chia seeds per serving. More is not better. After 50, fiber tolerance narrows and excess chia can overwhelm digestion, leading to bloating or heaviness. Step 2. Rinse before soaking. Place the chia seeds in a fine mesh strainer and rinse under clean water for 20 to 30 seconds. This removes dust, residue, and microparticles from processing and storage. Step 3. Use the right water. Add the rinsed chia seeds to 150 to 200 milliliters, about half to 1 cup of filtered clean water. The water should be room temperature or slightly warm, not cold and never hot. Step 4. Stir and wait. Stir well after adding water, then stir again after 3 to 5 minutes to prevent clumping. Allow the chia to soak for at least 30 minutes. For best results, soak for 2 to 8 hours or overnight in the refrigerator. Step 5. Enhance after soaking only. Once the gel has fully formed, you may add supportive ingredients if desired. A squeeze of lemon, a pinch of cinnamon, a few slices of ginger or fresh mint. Step 6. Store wisely. Keep soaked chia in a sealed glass container in the refrigerator and use within 24 to 48 hours. Always check smell and texture before consuming. When prepared this way, chia seeds become what they were always meant to be. A slow-release source of hydration, gentle fiber, and anti-inflammatory fats that work with your body, not against it. Final conclusion. Chia seeds are not a trend, a shortcut, or a miracle ingredient you can treat casually. Especially after 50, they are a biologically active food, one that can either restore balance or quietly create discomfort depending entirely on how you prepare them. The bloating, heaviness, or digestive frustration many people experience isn't a sign that chia doesn't work. It's usually a sign that the body is asking for a gentler, more respectful approach. As we age, digestion slows, hydration becomes less efficient, and the gut lining grows more sensitive. That means the same food that once caused no reaction can suddenly feel irritating or overwhelming. But when chia seeds are prepared properly, chia becomes one of the most reliable daily tools for steady energy, calmer digestion, healthier circulation, and long-term vitality. The difference is never about doing more. It's about doing it right. A simple rinse, the right amount of water, enough soaking time, fresh use. These small mindful steps turn chia from a source of irritation into a source of quiet strength. Here's your invitation. For the next 3 days, prepare chia seeds using the gold standard method we shared today. Drink or eat them slowly. Pay attention to how your body responds, your digestion, your energy, even how light or heavy you feel afterward. Let your body guide you. If this video helped you understand chia seeds in a new way, leave a 1 in the comments. If you've been making one of these mistakes and plan to change your routine, tell us which one. Your experience helps others learn, and we read every comment. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with someone who uses chia seeds but still doesn't feel quite right. At Golden Rest Guide, we believe true health comes from understanding, not restriction, and from small daily habits done with intention. Thank you for being part of this journey toward stronger digestion, calmer bodies, and a more vibrant life at every age.